everyone, I am going to be sharing a new Etsy shop release. This is something I put up in my Etsy shop this week, and it is a debt payoff planner. So I created this because I have been paying off debt for a while. I've been paying off the Parent Plus loans that my parents had, and I have previously paid off $22,000 of my own student loans and $5,000 of credit card debt. So I'm very familiar with the process of paying off debt, and now I am just trying to create resources and help others do the same. And if you're new here, I'm Mary. This is Pennies Not Perfection, and I am all about paying off debt and budgeting so that we can build better, more free lives for our families and ourselves. So this is just something that I am hopeful will help you guys. I'm going to walk through it with you, and then it will be available in my Etsy shop, and at the end I will also share a code that you can use in the shop. Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a flip through of the debt payoff planner that I just listed in my Etsy shop. I know it's a weird time because a lot of you have probably stopped doing extra debt payoff like I have. Some of you may not, some of you may have like super secure jobs, and that's cool, and you're charging ahead. So either way, this debt payoff planner is in my Etsy shop. It is multiple pages. You don't have to use every page, but I wanted to include them all just because it is all good info and good options. So it's nice to have options, and I know not everyone pays debt off the same way. So we have a debt snowball list, and this is just where you list your priorities of debt in order from smallest balance to largest balance. So I do have instructions here. And you name the debt, the balance, the rate of the interest rate, and then the minimum amount due. And then when you're done, you can check it off or write done or whatever you want to do on this column. And you just order them through there. So there are instructions down at the bottom, and it just tells you kind of how to set up your debt snowball and how it works when you are paying off debt. And then the next page, so you pick one or the other of these, but because I don't want to pick for you, I am doing the debt snowball, but that just kind of made sense because my higher interest rate debts were already my smaller ones. So it kind of is both for me, but it's not going to be both for everyone. So that means this is the debt avalanche, and you order your debts in priority to pay off from highest interest rate to lowest interest rate. And that does save you more money mathematically in the long run. And you might have a really big loan up at the top, and that can be disheartening for some people. And if that's the case for you, you would do the debt snowball instead. And then this is a coloring chart where you can list your debts in order of priority based on what you did on the previous list. And then you can color in as you go. So there's 10 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And once you've paid off a 10th of your debt, you can color one in. And then when you're done, you are finished with that debt. So I did 7 on a sheet, and then I did 14 total. So if you have more than 14 debts, I've seen a lot of people's debt snowballs, and it seems like 14 should cover it. But if not, you would just print out another copy and make more of that. So the next page is a debt overview, and this is similar to the debt snowball or debt avalanche, but it's just something that you can have or you can redo every month because your minimum payment due will go down as you go on. And you may want to keep a running new balance. So when you set up your debt snowball, I'm gonna flip back to that page because that's useful. So when you set this up, it's going to be in the beginning the amounts. So every month you're probably going to want to update that, and so you're going to want to basically copy this list, put it here, what debt you're paying, what loan, who you're paying it to, the interest rate. Sometimes you can negotiate interest rates, so this may have changed from the beginning, and then your new minimum due for that month and your current balance. So this will just give you an option to update. It's not necessary, but it is nice to feel organized and see at a glance all of your debts in one place. Next is a debt payment tracker. This is just something that I wish I had done from the start because I started writing down my debt payments just in a notebook, and then I switched notebooks and I wrote it down in other places and random, and I've done videos, but I don't have it in one place, and I wish I had. So you can just write what date you're paying, the due date, amount due, and what you actually paid, and your balance. So you can do this either for all of your debts overall, or you can do it one debt payment tracker for each debt. So that this could be for your student loans, and then you could print one for your credit card payments. It really is just up to you. I left it kind of neutral, so you could choose how you want to use it. And that's how I do a lot of my printables. I have an idea, but I try to keep them pretty minimal and neutral. And so these are little debt trackers, and you can do, there's 4 to a page, so you could do this for each of your debts that you're paying off, or you could print these out and cut them out and keep them with you so that you're tracking them. And it just has the debt name up at the top, the minimum payment, what you started at, and then you can track the amounts you've paid and the balance. So I like something like this just to see progress, seeing the payments and seeing that balance go down listed in one spot. Next, I have a bunch of coloring debt trackers because that's what I like, because I'm a very visual person and I like seeing the visual nature of it. So this is very similar to the debt priority coloring one, but this one is more flexible. It is 5 to a page, and it can be anything you want. They don't have to be in order, and you can color as you go. Next is the same thing, but it has percentages. So those are 10 boxes. So it just shows you're at 100%, then you're down to 10% left, and then you're done. So I decided to add that. Actually, a viewer commenter suggested starting at 100 and going down to 10%, and I really like that. So I did do that in this tracker as well. And then the style of tracker that kind of started my Etsy shop, we have a debt payoff tracker with 25 icons. And then you just write the total debt up at the top, and you show how much each icon is. So you divide the total by 25, and that's how much each icon is, and you color it in when you're done. And then one with 100 of the icons. And the 100 one means you just divide by 100. So each one is 1% of your debt. And that means you can color this for a long time and you have more coloring to do. I have seen some people do these on Instagram that are from my shop, and I really enjoy them. I made this one basic, so it just says debt payoff tracker. So you could write the name of which debt you're paying right here, or if you're just tackling one at once, you'll know what it is. And then the final page of the debt payoff planner is the yearly debt payoff. So these are really common on Instagram. You'll see people doing these all the time, and that's for a reason, because it's very motivating to see how much progress you've made in a single year. So I made one that you can print off, put in your house, put in your office, put wherever you want to see. And then when you have paid off debt for the month, the total amount, either that you've paid or reduced, you could do it either way. I do it the amount of debt you paid off. Actually, sometimes I do it just the amount of debt that I paid. It really depends on how you like to do it. I did do a blank here so you can put the year. So this can be reused for multiple years. This is something that you can print off again and again, and then you just write the amount that you paid each month for the year. And that is it. So that is the final page of the debt payoff planner, and I really hope that this is helpful. I enjoyed making it. I kind of based it off stuff I've already been doing and stuff that I wish I had, and it's available on Etsy, and it will be on my shop on my site soon as well. So those are the pages in the debt payoff planner. You can print them all at once. You can select different ones and print them one at a time as you need them or want them. You can print them as many times as you want. This is a printable. It is a PDF. It will be delivered to you, and you can use it over and over and over. You can't sell it, you can't share it, but you can print it for yourself as many times as you need, so that you can use it all throughout your payoff journey while you're conquering the debt and getting rid of it. And if you're going to buy it, you can use the code PAYOFF for a discount. I will be putting a 15% discount on that code, so you can use that in the shop for 15% off of the printable, and hopefully that helps you out. And I am so grateful. Thank you for supporting my shop and supporting all of the work that I do here. I am honored to be able to serve you guys and create new content and printables and all sorts of things that can help you organize yourself and plan your goals so that you are achieving the things in your life that are going to make your life so much better. And I am really glad that I get the opportunity to do this. So thank you guys. And I will be bringing new releases hopefully every week in the coming weeks, and stay tuned for those. If there is a printable that you want created and you are curious if I can do it, please leave that in the comments below and I will start working on it, because I am open to creating anything that you guys need, and I do have a lot more time right now. So please leave that in the comments, and I will be releasing new stuff coming up in the coming weeks. So I will catch you in the next new release video. Bye.